everybody. Welcome back to 2nd Street. I forgot my mic clear over here, guys. My bad. My bad. I forgot to move the mic. All right, there we go. There we go. My bad, guys. My bad. I apologize. What's up, everybody? After that kind of intro, I feel like we need to start over again. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to 2nd Street. I hope you're all having a very good day today. Here we are on the morning after new comic book day, and I want to know from you down in the comments below, what did you pick up from your local comic book shop this week to read? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments below. If you are here, thank you so much for being here today. We are going a little bit early. Normally, I'd go at 8 o'clock, but hey, you know, I was here, I was kind of ready, and I was like, hey, why not? Why not? So we're going to talk about and review some comic books live here. Now, some of the books that I'm not going to be reviewing are some that I actually just picked up yesterday. I just picked up a couple yesterday at another one of my local comic book shops, that is Horizon Comics here in Lancaster, California. They're actually one of the stores that, in the area that is approved to carry books by Bad Idea. So a few of these books came out, and I went ahead and picked them up. Now, one of the things I want to say is a huge shout out to all the folks over at Horizon Comics. That's Richard and Raquel. They're very, very nice people, very awesome people. They've owned this shop for about a year now. They've owned the shop for about a year now. Well, I guess it's a little over a year now. Probably entering to a year and a half. They just bought it right as things were getting ready to close down with the pandemic and stuff like that. So. Very, very good people. But I was in there a while back, and I seen Tankers. They had, you know, Robert Venditti series Tankers there, and I seen it. I was like, ooh, but they only had issue number 2. They didn't have no issue number 1s. So I was like, okay. I was like, well, I'll pick up number 2 anyway, since they don't have it. Well, I went back yesterday, and they actually had a copy of Tankers issue number 1 that they had saved for me, because somebody had it on their pull list or something or whatnot, and canceled it or something. I don't know. But so they went ahead and saved that copy for me. I was like, sweet, man. That's just awesome. They went ahead and just saved it, and like, here, you know. And I'm like, awesome. I appreciate it. I greatly appreciate that. So I got Tankers number 1 here to go along with the Tankers issue number 2 that I picked up just a couple weeks ago. And look, this is the first printing. It's the first printing there also. Oh, you can't see that. I forgot it's got the wrong colors there for you to see. I forgot that, you know, no, I'm not using a green screen right now. I'm actually here. This is actually where I'm filming at. Anyway, but I also picked this up right here. This is The Lot, a new series they got there. Went ahead and picked this one up. Written by Marguerite Bennett. Artist is Renato Guides? I don't know. I'm sure I messed that up, but yeah, there's the back cover of it. Anyway, so went ahead and got that. Then I picked up Sleigh Bells also. It's like, I don't know. You can see it's kind of got like this whole Santa vibe to it. Look, check this out. If I flip it around, check this out. Bam! Can you even see it? You probably see through it. You probably see through me, right? I don't know. Anyway, so I went ahead and picked those up as well. Again, shout out to the folks. Richard and Raquel over at Horizon Comics for saving those for me. Very, very good stuff. Very good stuff. You know what? And I feel like, let me see here. There we go. Maybe that's a bit better. Is that a little bit better? That looks a little bit better. Now, the other thing that I did finally get as well, and this is a few weeks ago at my other LCS here, Bases Cards and Comics right here in Lancaster, California. They had been getting the Dead End Kids series for me. Well, what had happened was, for whatever reason, and it was on my pull list, they had it ordered and everything, was issue number 1 never came in. So I went ahead and finally got, it finally came in. So I read through issue number 1 and issue number 2 of Dead End Kids. And I got to tell you, it's written by Frank Gogol, and I really like the books that I have read by Frank Gogol. And these two, like Dead End Kids, the Suburban Job fits right in there with that first series that he had that was Dead End Kids. You can tell, I think he's probably a little bit younger than me, but right around my same age, because you can tell kind of like the music influences and stuff like that, and just kind of remembering some of the times that I was writing about in like the Dead End Kids series. Very good stuff though. Very, very good stuff so far. But let's get here into the live chats really quick, and then we're gonna get into some comic book reviews for the week. Let's see who all we've got here. I see we've got my man Lord Veedo, Eric Heine. What is up, my brothers? We got my man Mike the King Porter. Oh man, look out. Excuse me. We've also got my man Jason from Polyhedral Paradise. And hey, I apologize, Jason. I seen you were premiering a video. I was actually watching it right before I went live. Guys, make sure you go check out Jason from Polyhedral Paradise. Go check out his channel. If you're into D&D and stuff like that, you need some of that nerdy fix, make sure that you go check him out. There's a link down in the description of this video. You should be able to go and check out his channel. Let's see. Oh yeah, make sure you check your Myrtle bit. Check your Myrtle bit and just click exclamation Myrtle bit while you're here, and you can check your Myrtle bit. And Myrtle bit is how you get entered into the giveaways that we're going to be doing here. It helps you purchase the tickets and everything like that. And yeah. So let's see who else we've got here. We've got and Eric Heine. I hope you're doing well, man. I know you were here yesterday, and we've been asking about you, man. It's funny. It's funny you came in just the other day because everybody was asking about you. I want to say on Friday, everyone was like, "Hey, man, where's Eric been? Where's Eric been?" Like everybody, and like anybody you see in the chat right here, they were all asking. They were all asking, not just me, not just Mike Porter. We were all asking. Let's see. Also, we've got my man Lucas Texvenger. What is up? How are you doing? Eric Heine says, "Did you see Black Widow movie yet? Did you think of it?" Yes, I did see it, and I thought it was very good. You know, I probably need to do a little bit more talking about that. But yeah, I thought it was very good. We talked about it on Friday morning. Talked a little bit about it on Friday morning. Fixing to pick up 2 weeks worth of books. Nice. Reefer, aggressively relaxing. My man, what is up? Obi-Wan the homie, aka Beskar Batman. Yeah. And dishes. What are you talking about? Laundry and oh yeah. Gotta do all that stuff, man. Gotta do all that stuff. Yeah. I hear you, man. Well, thank you all so much for being here today. Let's go ahead and get right into some of the comic books that we have to talk to you guys about this week. The first one right here is the Cimmerian, what is it? The Man-Eaters of Zambula. This series I thought has been very good. Ablaze Publishing has been doing the Cimmerian. I believe this will probably be part of Volume 4 that they have done. They've been doing these 3-issue story arcs, and the thing about it is they use the original scripts of Robert E. Howard's scripts for of Conan, and something very cool about it. Now, this particular series, you can see the cover right here, very beautiful cover. What they do is in every three issues, like every volume basically, they switch artists and writers. So it's a little bit different. Now the thing with the writer is they're basically just adapting what is happening in the story, because you can see through like right here at the end of the books, they have the original scripts in here for you to check out and read if you want to check those out and read those. So I mean, they're really going off that, and they really follow pretty closely to it. Now they do also change artists, as I said, and I gotta say here I do like who we've got writing and doing the art here is a writer and artist called Guess. Never heard of him. The letter is Desi Cienti. I'll show you those names right there. You can check those names out right there. You can check those names out. But anyway, I mean, getting in here, like Conan he's staying in this city overnight, staying the night in this city of Zambula, and what's happening is he's there, and like he notices, you know, it's a place that's kind of alive with a lot of stuff. You can see, you know, they've got the bazaar and everything. You know, they got the street where everybody's selling all their goods and everything. And then at night, it becomes like a completely different town. Conan's laying there, and then like this weird spirit comes about him, and he's not sure what's going on. He ends up going out into the street and comes upon this lady who is out running the street and is asking for his help. She's there asking for his help, and he's like, "Wow, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh, my husband, he's driven crazy, and like he's got the stuff, and like these people are out looking for him, and we need to get to him before these cannibals get to him, because what's going on is the people, the King's Men, I can't even remember Zahir. No, I'm messing up his name. Aram Baksh. His people, like, they go out and they have been supposedly abducting people, and later you see all their goods and everything, all the stuff, but just passersby through town, not necessarily people of the city. They're not doing it to people that live there in the city of Zambula. They are doing just basically strangers. So they're taking all their stuff and they're robbing them, killing them, and that's kind of what we've got set up here in this first issue. Again, very good stuff. You can see, like, Conan here. She's asking him for help, and at one point he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll help you. I'll help you, all right." You can see right here. You know, Conan wants a reward, and she even said she's gonna reward him. Oh yeah, she'll give him his spoils, but you know, like, she needs his help first. She needs his help first. Conan, being a man of his word, he decides to go out and help her. It looks like very, very good stuff. The Sumerian, again, another great start to another good series here on Blaze Publishing's The Sumerian. I love this stuff. Like, you know, like, who kind of got me into like wanting to read Conan was my man Captain Pennsylvania. One time he's like, "Hey man, you should do a video on Conan, on some Conan comics." I was like, you know what, I will. But I was out there looking. I'm like, you know what? I don't think I want to go with the Marvel Conan. And I seen the Sumerian coming out. I think it was in the middle of volume, the first volume. I think it was like on issue, like the second series that they did over there. So that's when I went ahead and got on, and I was like, man, this is some good stuff here. There's some good stuff here. So shout out to Captain Pennsylvania, one of our Immortal Myrtle Maniacs. Guys, if you want to become one of the Immortal Myrtle Maniacs, make sure you click the link down in the description of this video. The link is there. You can become one of our channel members. Your membership is greatly appreciated, and we use the money from that to help crowdfund comic books. One of the ones we got that's getting ready to close here in just a couple of days is a project called Isadora and the Immortal Chains. You should make sure that you go check out I almost spelled that wrong. Make sure that you go check out the campaign. It's a book being written by G.A. Longaro, a friend and of the channel here. He's got his book out. This is issue number 2 that he's doing the campaign for. He's got a couple of days left. I dropped a link down there in the description where you can go and check that out, and you definitely should do that. I thought the first issue of Isadora and the Immortal Chains was absolutely great. He's got this next issue coming out, and if you didn't get issue number 1, he's got some tiers on there. I'm not sure if he has any copies of issue number 1 left. He had it as an add-on, but there will be no more copies of that. But he does have a version of one of the tiers he's doing, where you get issue number 1 and issue number 2 in a larger, like, square bound formatted style book. So you should definitely make sure that you go check that out. If you missed issue number 1, you can do that as well. And he don't have any digital only tier on this particular one, but he does have digitals, I believe, with certain different tiers and things like that. Definitely make sure you go check it out and support this indie comic creator. And I will say first time creator. Well, I don't know. I guess second time creator. He did his book that he did last year. I'm pretty sure it was last year at this point. Was that last year? Yeah. Called God, what was it? Souls at Magic's Dawn. Souls at Magic's Dawn. I've got the book. I haven't got a chance to read it yet. I did get a chance to read the comic book though. Very good stuff. Go check them out. Go check them out. So moving on, and again, I did pin that link in the description where you can go check out his Kickstarter. A couple days left on the campaign. Now the next book that I have here to talk about is going to be Beyond the Breach. Issue number 1. Now, this is a new series being written by Ed Brisson. Is it Brisson or Brisson? I don't know. I could feel free to correct me down in the comments. It's got art by Damien Cusiero, and Patricio Del Peche is the colorist, and Hassan Atsmani El Hau is the letterer. I'll show you these names, but you know what? You're gonna see through some of this stuff. You're gonna see right through it. You're gonna see right through some of it. But you can see those names of the people and everything there who made this book. Now, I think I've read only like one Ed Brisson story ever before this, and I thought, I honestly can't remember what it was, but I do remember the name. I'm like, I think I probably even reviewed it here on the channel. But so I'm not really familiar with him, but he is kind of a bigger name out there. He's been around for a little while, and here, starting off this new story here, we're following this woman we don't really know about. It looks like it's going to be kind of a supernatural creature horror kind of book where we start off with this character. She's driving through the northern California through the redwoods and everything, and she kind of has a plan, and it looks like things aren't necessarily going the best in her life for her at the time. Well, she's driving down the road, and she's all of a sudden, she's kind of, like just kind of lost driving, singing, and just thinking about stuff. You can see she's on her phone, making phone calls, talking, leaving messages to her ex-boyfriend and everything, who is, had some relations with somebody very close to her. And she's sitting there driving down the road, and all of a sudden, like, there's like this, something happens. She gets in this like car crash, and that's when she finally comes to. And when she comes to, she wakes up and sees like this big old, just kind of like car crash. There's cars, other cars around, and then there's these creatures that are like killing everybody, and it's kind of a crazy, horrific scene. And she freaks out, and she comes upon this little boy who is there as well that's in trouble, that he had lost his parents who were there with him, out there with him as well. And so she goes and she kind of saves this little boy, and they go off and they find some shelter to hide from these creatures. And I don't want to give away too much more, but I actually thought this book was pretty dang good. I wasn't sure what to expect out of it. And then when you get into it, back in a lot of these number ones by AWA, or I'm sorry, by Aftershock, they show some of these things right here, where you get like just like little stuff added to the story, where we get her kind of planner here, our main character's planner, and just what she had planned for her days going on her road trip, this little vacation here. So I don't know. Altogether, I thought this was a very good. I'm a horror guy. I like horror stuff, creature stuff like that, body horror and all that stuff. Gimme. I thought this book was a very good start for this new series. But let me know down in the comments below if you have ever read any other books by Ed Brisson, and what you thought about them. And this book sound like something that you might be into? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below, and we will move on to the next book here, which is Bunny Mask, issue number 2. This book here being written by Paul Tobin. It's got art and colors by Andrea Muti and lettered by Taylor Esposito. Now, this is one, the issue number 1, I know a lot of people were looking forward to. It was highly speculated on, and I thought the issue was pretty good. You learn about this, these case workers, maybe cops, were going out to check on this little girl, doing a wellness checkup on for this little girl that was showing signs of abuse and stuff like that. And they show up to their house, and they end up getting abducted. One of them murdered by this little girl's father. The guy that gets abducted ends up being taken down to like this cave and being made to dig and dig through this cave, basically until he dies. Because this little girl's father is crazy. He's hearing voices and all kinds of stuff, and that's what's compelling him to do all this stuff. Well, the guy gets down there and gets to work, and he's down there with this little girl that he ends up that he was there to do this wellness check on. And so they're there digging. He ends up finding this little room. The father comes down there, and he freaks out, and there's like this whole crazy kind of violent scene. This character Bunny Mask comes out and kind of saves everybody, and it's really weird. And then the guy wakes up. We flash to years later, where the same guy is now a doctor in a practice, and he's seeing patients and stuff like that, and very interesting stuff. And then here he comes across this girl that he had checked up on, and this was 14 years later that he had checked up on, this girl that he had the same experience with, that he was there checking up on, doing that wellness check on. And what we get here in issue number 2 is an expansion on that story. It kind of winds up where he ends up going, they cross paths, and they end up going to hang out, kind of not really even talking necessarily about the past, but they kind of start hanging out and start getting close and making friends together. And they are going around and hanging out quite a bit. And that's what we see. You can see a lot of in these in some of these images here where the guy's going out, they're just kind of being friendly, making friends. Well, they're kind of getting friendly, and the guy feels a little weird about it, and he's sitting there talking to his roommate about it, who is, I don't know, she's this kind of, I don't know, modern a modern woman, we'll say that. But they're I don't know, they just kind of have this kind of banter back and forth, and she's giving him advice and everything. And so he decided, that's where you kind of get like, he's like, I'm not really in a relationship with her. Like, we're just kind of hanging out and chilling. It's all good. It's all good. And because he's talking about the age difference and how weird it is, and she's like, nah, bro, it's all good. It's all good. Go do what you will. Go do what you will. Altogether, I thought this book was very good. The series itself, I don't know, it's been set up to be, I don't know, just kind of a weird horror story involving this character, Bunny Mask. Very, I don't know, just very weird, interesting stuff, and I like that. And I like that, and that's something that Aftershock Comics is really good at with a lot of their titles, is doing a kind of creepy, weird horror comic books, horror thrillers, just very good stuff. And in certain genres as well, they kind of cross different genres when doing a lot of these books. But I don't know, I thought it was very good. Let me know down in the comments below if you've read Bunny Mask and what you thought about it. Yeah, let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. And we'll get into a little bit more of those here in just a few minutes. The next book I want to talk about, though, is on AWA Upshot. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. Is on AWA Upshot. Here we've got mods. This is issue number 2 out of 6, being written by J. Michael Straczynski. It's got art by Mike Choi, and it is lettered by Sal Cipriano. I'll show you these names right there, and you can see some of the art in this book. And I gotta tell you, Mike Choi's art in this book is very good. I still wonder how many of these, because I noticed it in some of their books, is I'm not sure, I'm not saying that anybody's rushed, but how many of them they're using, if they're using like some of the backgrounds and stuff. I've noticed for like screen caps, and it seems like they put a filter over and just different things like that. I noticed something in some of the stuff in the first issue of this, and more of the stuff here in this issue. And I don't know, I mean, sometimes an artist does what they got to do to, get stuff done in a timely manner and make stuff look good and polished. But altogether, I gotta say, the art in this book by Mike Choi has been very good. Now, the story here by J. Michael Straczynski is one I actually really do enjoy. J. Michael Straczynski is the one that kind of kicked off the AWA universe with a series last year called The Resistance, which is kind of something like the X-Men or Inhumans, something kind of like that story, where like this pandemic swept around the world. A lot of people got sick, a lot of people died. Some of the people who ended up getting coming down with this this virus ended up getting superpowers. They were known as reborns, and some of those particular reborns, they all have different powers, but there's these ones in particular called mods. Right now, these mods, once they unlock their power, they only get to live for 6 months, but that 6 months, their power grows exponentially during that time, and they're kind of out there really got really big missions in life. Maybe they fulfill them, maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. And the thing is they can choose when to unlock it. They can choose never to. They can choose to never unlock it as well. Well, here we see that our main character here, this moth, and I can't remember her name all of a sudden. Emily, and she's sitting there being interviewed, and she's being asked about these different people that she's helped and everything. Well, she got reached out to by this girl whose brother had just been murdered. She suspects foul play. The police say it looks like he just jumped off this cliff. He was a rock climber and everything. Looks like he just jumped according to where he was. Their forensics team and everything had determined that he had jumped, not that he had like an accident and fell or anything, right? And so she thought that was a little weird. So that's when she reaches out to this Emily to have her check it out because her powers are empathy. So she can go to she's going to the scene of the crime to sniff it out for possible things. Now it's very interesting this her power here because it kind of ties into something else that I remember from another book on AWA Upshot called American Ronin, and this assassin who is using his empathy, if you will, to kind of get his victims that he had to assassinate. Very interesting stuff here. But she goes to the scene of the crime or this scene where her brother had been killed or murdered or however, and she sniffed it out. She's like, I don't really see anything with her senses. So she's kind of disappointed, and they end up going out to the bar, and you can see the girl, this moth was kind of wrestling with like, should I tell her, like, when she was there at the scene of the crime, she was looking at like, do I tell her like that I can't find anything? Do I tell her the truth that there's not really much here, like to make this girl feel better? What do I do? What do I do? And she's like, well, I'll just tell her the truth. Like, I can't really find much. You know, it seems like he just like it was kind of an accident, maybe, or maybe he did jump. And so they're hanging out at the bar afterward, you know, getting some food and everything. And she's saying like, hey, I got your ticket out of town for you to go home. Thanks for your help anyway. And you can tell they're both actually kind of disappointed. And then in walks somebody they know, somebody not a stranger. And this is when Emily gets some strange vibes and gets a flash of a scene of what happened to this young girl's brother. And I gotta say, I thought this book, issue number 2 of Moths here, is really good. Definitely a book worth checking out if you guys haven't. You got to go out into your LCS and pick these ones up. AWA Upshot doing a really good job here over this last year with all the titles they have been doing, and they actually even got one of their series announced for a new movie. It's been picked up by Warner Brothers. Yay! To become a movie. It was a series called Chariot, being written by Brian Edward Hill. It's got art by Priscilla Patriotis, and I'm telling you, it's a very good book. It kind of reminds me of that movie The Wraith with Charlie Sheen, and kind of like that maybe meets, I don't know, something kind of like that, where this girl ends up almost like Knight Rider as well. She ends up her body integrates into this car. She becomes sentient with this car, and her spirit lives on through that. Well, she's got like this sister out there that is seeking her out, and this car, this technology, to kind of so she can switch bodies and so she can live on forever, because her body's getting old and all this kind of stuff. But then this car ends up finding kind of like this loser dude out there who needs some help in his life, and so she's gonna help him out. He's gonna help her out, solve everything, and it's gonna be all good. I don't know. I thought it was a pretty good series, but it's gonna become a movie. It's gonna become a movie on Warner Brothers. Yay. Are the Wachowskis gonna do it? Are the Wachowskis gonna do it? Anyway, moving on to the next one we've got here is Behemoth Comics. This one is Spare Parts issue number 1. Now, this book, I'm not sure. I think this is a one-shot. I could be wrong. I'm not for sure. I don't remember seeing an issue number 2 solicited. But what this book is, and I did pick up this the same cover right here as well. This book is about these chicks that are in this band, and they got done playing a show one day. Well, then they're driving down the road, and they come across this guy who is well, at the show they come across this guy who is kind of weird and kind of like seemed like an obsessed fan. Well, it turns out like he's some kind of crazy dude. He ends up like running them off the road, and they end up getting abducted. And for body parts, they all get their arms chopped off. They become and they have to go battle in this arena with these just like all these like mechanical arms and just different stuff like that. You can see some of the art here. Very, I don't know, kind of a crazy story here going on here. But this book is actually a movie. There's this movie, you can find it on streaming and everything. I know I've seen it on Veedo. But I thought this book seemed kind of silly, just kind of a good little maybe prequel or tie-in to probably what is going on in the movie, or maybe just kind of the like the adaptation of the beginning of this film. But I don't know. I thought it seemed like kind of silly, kind of crazy. Just introduction to Spare Parts in this movie that they have got out, and it's available for streaming right now. So make sure go check that out and stuff. Go check it out. Go check it out. So let's see here. The next one that we have got here is Heavy Metal Comics Tarna. This book is being written by Stephanie Phillips, and this is the last issue of Tarna. And I gotta say, altogether, like the series, it was okay. I mean, what do you expect out of Tarna? I mean, there's something in crisis. There's the little God thing, and the little green ball, and she's going to stop it, and like stopping all this stuff, and just like that's it. She's a heroine. She's going throughout the galaxy, and that's kind of what we've seen here in this series. And I gotta say, I think this. If anything, like the story is kind of, I don't know. What do you expect out of a Tarna story? You just expect her to go out and kick some ass, right? The story was okay, but one of the things I kind of enjoyed about this story is the art in this book. You get a lot of this art in here. Very good stuff throughout. Definitely not skimping on any of the art in this book. Definitely like it. Could the story have been better? I don't know, maybe so. Stephanie Phillips, I'm not sure how long she's been doing books, but I know I've read a few books by her, and I think the best thing I've read by her is Nuclear Family out of Aftershock Comics. I thought that was a very good book as well. She also did like Red Atlantis, and then like this one right here as well. I know she's doing A Man Among Ye on Image Comics, but she's done a few books. I think Tarna is probably one of her better ones, as well as, like I said, Nuclear Family, definitely one of her better books. This series is now at an end right here, Tarna. So if you haven't read it, go out and check it out if it sounds like something you're into. If you remember, I remember being a kid watching that Heavy Metal movie. Remember Heavy Metal? I thought it was great. I thought it was great. So this kind of reminds me of that. I mean, some of the stuff. I know I think this book, there was some people that were mad. They were all mad because they changed their suit and everything, and I get that. I mean, but she was suiting up for battle. I don't know. Maybe is she gonna? Did they change it? Did they retcon it for life? I don't know. But moving on to the next book, guys. Kanto, issue number 3. Guys, man, I'm telling you, if you haven't read Kanto, you guys got to go check this out. Kanto 3, Lionhearted, starts off a new arc for our man Kanto here, who has been kind of this hero of his people. He rose up and he saved all his people from from being slaves, from enslavement, and from the Shrouded Man. And since then, he's been on this journey constantly, trying to get their freedoms, their free will, trying to replace their hearts and everything like that. It's been a very good tale, and here in Kanto 3, again, we're starting off on this 3rd story arc. Very good stuff. David Boer doing the writing here, and the art. The artist is back on this story. I know the last little mini-series they did, it was a different artist. But we got Drew Zucker back here as well. The colorist is Vittorio Stone, and the letter by And World Design. I'll show you those names right there. You can check those out. But again, another very good book here out of IDW in Kanto 3. Again, setting up just another what is sure to be good tale here from Kanto. I gave away a copy of Kanto 2, The Hollow Man, that got sent out from a man, Captain Pennsylvania, that we did last month. Very good stuff, Kanto. A good hero's tale, and a lot of times, even through like this issue, you get times where you get a lot of the story just through the art, not necessarily words and stuff like that. And sometimes in books that can be good and sometimes not so good, because sometimes you want some of that word and everything. Like you need some of that to go along with that the art, right? With some of that dialogue. Well, I think they found they do a pretty good job here in Kanto of getting through the art what they need to get through, and also not doing too much. Not doing more dialogue than is necessary, if you know what I'm saying. And so far through these 3 story arcs so far, it's been very good. They've also got a couple of mini series that they did in between those as well as even I believe just one shot as well in between all of that. But let me know down in the comments below if you have ever read Kanto and what you have thought about it. Again, it's one I definitely recommend that you go out and read. Now, the next one that I want to talk about here, this is the last and final book, is Ha Ha issue number 6, being written by W. Maxwell Prince. It's got art and colors by Martin Morazzo and Chris O'Halloran, lettered by good old Neon. This is the same team who brings you Ice Cream Man. Ice Cream Man is very good. Now, I know they actually did these covers for Ice Cream Man issue number 24 and issue number 6 of Ha Ha that were connecting covers. I'm not sure where to find them. They were like all blue, and one of them had the Ice Cream Man on the cover, like throwing a pie, like he just got done throwing a pie. And on the other cover for Ha Ha, you can see the clown on the cover of this issue that you can kind of see through his outfit here. You could kind of see him getting like pied in the face. Very cool stuff. But Ha Ha is this series here, kind of following these different clowns through these different, just through these 6 books. Each one has had different. It's had the same writer, but different artists throughout this series, and it's been very good. I've liked the series, but I think the best of these books was probably issue number 5 was probably the best one, the issue before this one, and then issue number 6 here definitely. Now, the cool thing here is you're following all these clowns, and we find here in this one, we're following the life of this clown. Now, issue number 1 had this story that kind of seemed very much like a recent clown movie that you've probably seen not too long ago from Warner Brothers. And I thought it was good, but I think everybody kind of felt like it was very derivative of the Joker film. And I think even the second book kind of seemed a little bit like that, even though they were following a different character altogether. Still seemed kind of like that. Well, in this issue, we get a lot more tie-ins to stuff here. This book right here, we follow this clown, and we get he's going through. Some of the stuff is you're gonna see through. Some of it's gonna be blanked out there, but we follow this clown as he is there, down on his luck. Basically lost a gig, a clowning gig and everything, and he goes out. He's getting some drinks. He thinks his life is over. He's pretty much ready to end his life. And he's driving through town and everything, and you get so many callbacks and so many references to Ice Cream Man in here that it's actually pretty ridiculous. Like you can see the Ice Cream Man truck, you get the little kid, the balloon, you also get the ambulance with the people who took the pills. Like I'm not sure if you remember that from the Ice Cream Man series. You're getting a little bit of everything out of this book. You can even get like references, more references here in this right here for just this series, and even Ice Cream Man. Very good stuff. But I thought it was kind of funny because we do actually, like I was saying in issue number 1, it seemed like it was very derivative of the Joker movie, and then it's great. It's great when you get in here because this clown, he ended up losing a gig to another clown, but he's also being told to beware of Artie, who is kind of on one today. And look who we get here in this book, kind of a cameo here, if you will, in this book. Altogether, I gotta say, Ha Ha issue number 6, I think was probably one of the better issues of Ha Ha, and tying into the whole, I guess, this whole crazy W. Maxwell Prince world of the Ice Cream Man on Image Comics. Very, very good stuff. If you like Ice Cream Man, this is probably a series you're reading or have read. And I know there's a lot of people who love Ice Cream Man that are reading this one and do not enjoy the series. But I want to know from you if you have been reading Ha Ha and what you have thought of it. Down in the comments below, I want to know all your thoughts right down there. And we'll go ahead and get into those, and we'll say what's up to everybody in the live chat. But first off, I see that we got a super chat here from a man, Aaron at Strange Marvel Theory. Says, Trinity, I have a stack of Xenoscope Beyond Wonderland and Return to Wonderland comic books I would like to send you. Awesome, awesome. I don't really read a whole lot of Xenoscope, but I'd definitely like to check those out. Xenoscope, definitely, I know a lot of people make fun of them for their covers. Like, oh, they got such beautiful covers. Like, does anybody read the stories? And I've got a few Xenoscope books, and they actually got pretty good stories in them as well. It's not just all the cover art. You open up the books, they've typically got good art in them and a pretty decent story to go with them as well. Very good stuff. But awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Like I said, I've got a package getting ready to come your way anyway, Aaron. So you'll have my info, so you can send something back. But let's get in here and see what everybody else is saying. Okay. I was just celebrating the existence of Reefer, but now I see that you're getting your books. I realize my comment was a double entendre. What happened? What I must have I must have missed it. I must have missed it. It's a double entendre about what? Okay. Blood tastes like heaven in a teacup. That's my oh wait, that's your copy. Beyond the Breach. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a pretty good one. Comic books in front of a green screen effect is a pretty sick effect. Yeah. Absolutely. Ed Brisson writes awesome comic fight scenes. He writes also okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I was saying the Beyond the Breach was very good. I thought it was great. Lord Veedo says almost like Stranger Things. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Yeah, I'm in on Beyond the Breach. Yeah, or Silent Hill. Yeah, sounds something kind of like that. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, Lord Veedo, definitely. Yeah, my man in a speedo, Veedo. Oh man. I have a brand new sealed comic books I think you would enjoy. All right, for sure. Yeah. Isn't Bunny Mask a movie? I don't know. It might be. It'd be a different. Oh, wrong scene there. Wrong scene. Oh man, I almost ruined it. We were back in the multiverse. Will Morgan, my man. Hey, I was getting ready to text you yesterday, you beautiful son of a bitch. I was gonna text you and about some stuff. Hey, Will Morgan, if you're still here, you gotta let me know. Remember, we were talking the other day about those West Coast Avengers issues number 60 through 62. Remember, I was telling you. I was talking about it. Remember, we were talking about them on the live stream. And then, did you watch the latest episode of Loki? Oh man, I'm telling you, bro. We gotta get together and talk soon, my man. And guys, you guys gotta go check out Meta Egg. I don't have. You know what? I don't have a link for him set up yet, but we need to. I need to do that. We need Reefer Man blowing smoke emoji here. Some of the. All right, yeah, I like that. Yeah, that is a great superpower premise. Which one? Yeah, definitely. Are you saying moths? You are saying moths wrong. It's oh yeah, moths. Yeah, what am I saying? Moths. Yeah, moths. You're making it count. Moths. Ah. Okay, sorry, Professor. Duly noted. Yeah, pretty cool news about the AWAF shot though. Although I don't see getting as fanatic and crazy of a fan I am for Wheel of Time upcoming TV shows. Good grief, it looks like absolute trash. As I would say, it's woke as hell. What is? Which one? The Resistance are amazing books. I actually love them. Although I hope I don't get as fanatic and crazy as them. I am for the Wheel of Time upcoming TV show. Oh, okay, I see. Wheel of Time is my favorite fantasy novel series ever. I'm a book and a half away from the end. Nice. Okay, I see. Spare parts, interesting. Yeah. Canto Bite? Is that a thing? No. Canto Bite? Yeah. Oh man. Oh, there's a big week for creepy clowns. Yeah, was it? Yeah. What else? What other creepy clowns was there? Yeah. Needs them connectable covers. Yeah, I know. I seen them. I seen Martin Morazzo post them. Gonna get my books tomorrow, but can't for today. All right. Yeah. I love so much that I buy cover A and cover B. This time they have 3 covers. They have 3 covers this time. Well, and plus more. Obviously, plus more. Yeah. At least 12 copies of Ha Ha, and that's just issues 1 through 5. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, in front of a giant microphone. Yep. Absolutely. Will Morgan says absolutely. All right. Yeah. Oh man, you guys are killing me. But yeah, guys, let me know. If there's anything down that you guys want to talk about down in the comment section, let me know. We can get into any of that. If not, we'll probably go ahead and call it a stream. Unless there's any last comic book stuff that you want to talk about today. Again, some pretty good books that I've got read for this week. You know, I've been kind of making my way slowly but surely through this Avengers Epic Collections book right here. Oh, look at the Hulk. Look at the Hulk. Look at the Hulk. Look at the Hulk. You can see through the Hulk. That's crazy. You can see through the Hulk. Anyway, that's what he gets for being green. Maybe he should have been gray. Maybe he should have been gray. But I've been slowly making my way through this Avengers Epic Collection. Very good stuff, man. Very good stuff. And I'm telling you, when you watch these things, like the books, when you come to like the older comic books, they're so great, man. I don't care whether it's some of the older horror stuff, like the Tales from the Crypt, stuff like that from EC Comics back in the day, or you even get into like the old school Marvel stuff, man. It's like some crazy zany stuff. I haven't really read any old school DC, but I would imagine it's probably the same way. Just kind of crazy zany stories, man. Especially when you get into like these Avengers things. Very good stuff. Tyler the Kid with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, my man. Thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. I greatly appreciate that. Eric Heine says, are you going to do another community live stream soon? You know, Eric, we're going to do something very soon talking about some of these, but actually it may end up being a video, but we'll probably get together and maybe do something through the Discord. We'll probably do something through there to get more people together to kind of have this conversation. But I do definitely want to get some different people together to have some conversations about some of this stuff. I want to see if I can get together with like my man Will Morgan, bring him here on the channel. I want to get together with my man Mike Porter. Eric Heine will reach out to you as well, man. I also want to get with my man Chillmonger again, bring him here on the channel, have a discussion about some of these MCU shows. I also want to get with another young lady here on the channel. I believe what is it? Marvel on My Mind, I believe is her channel name. I see her a lot more active like on Instagram than I see her here on YouTube, but she does some very good reviews and stuff like that. Awesome, very awesome young lady. And I want to reach out just to some different people to kind of bring on and do some different shows, kind of discussing a lot of these different things that we've got going on here. Definitely need to reach out to my man Captain Pennsylvania, where you at? And I definitely need to get with my man Stormy and Burke the Nerd for sure. Definitely some other awesome content creators that I want to get with out there to do some collaborations with and talk about some of these different Marvel shows and things like that. Definitely. 60s Marvel is my favorite era of Marvel books at this point, says Reefer Man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I haven't read a whole lot of the 60s stuff. But I mean, like that Moon Knight omnibus, dude. Like getting in through there, like that was just some good stuff. And I believe Avengers, I believe these were all 60s as well. Like 63 through 65 is this volume 1. And yeah, it's just great storytelling because it's just wacky, it's crazy, it's zany. But you still got these great kind of moral tales within all this storytelling. And yeah, and just like some of the funnier stuff in like some of this Avengers and things like that I've been noticing is the interactions of Henry Pym and Janet Van Dyne. Like, man, there's like like that fateful slap. Like, it almost doesn't seem like out of it almost seems like you would have seen it coming. It almost seems like you would have seen it coming. Landon, what is up, my man? Says, like the new look. Yeah, just kind of playing around with some. I mean, I've had this thing sitting around, this green screen sitting around forever, and I finally decided to put it to some use. Yeah. Just chilling while I clean up my office. Nice, man. Hell yeah. Just about done reading the volume 1 books and epic collections for most of the 60s books from 63 to 66. Nice, Reefer Man. Good deal. A lot of good stuff. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got for today's video. Again, thank you all so much for being here today. And if you're not already, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Click that little bell and all that good stuff so you get notifications anytime that we go live. I do want to say a very big thank you to our very generous donations today from Tyler the Kid and even Aaron from Strange Marvel Theories. Thank you guys so much for the very generous super chats. And also, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the Immortal Myrtle Maniacs, the channel members who support the channel with their hard-earned dollars. You can find a link down in the description of this video, or even right next to the subscribe button should be a join button if you're not on iOS, where you can go and support the channel with your hard-earned dollars if you'd like to. We've got to get together with the Myrtle Maniacs soon and do a live stream and just get together. Need to set a date so we can get together and just kind of chop it up and have a good time together, just talking about different stuff and getting some ideas from you guys as well for stuff here on the channel as well. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here today. Again, make sure that you get out to your local comic book shop, check out some awesome comic books, come back here and let me know what you have read, because you guys know lately I've really been pulling most of the indies because Marvel and DC just haven't been putting out enough exciting books that get me excited to read them week after week. So I've been going after more of those indies, but I have been digging into more of the old school Marvel and DC books, and if you'd like to be here for that, I want to talk about some of those things. Make sure that you are here on the channel and interacting with me and all of these cool people, because as you are here hanging out on these live streams and interacting in the chats, you acquire Myrtle Bit. Myrtle Bit is how you get entered into some of the giveaways that we will be doing here on the channel. You all have a very good day, and we'll see you all in the next video. Later.